All right, what's cool is you push this up and then you can turn it like that.
She doesn't seem to want to go. She is not very happy at all. Oh my goodness. She's a whole new car. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with another video on my 1969 280 SE from Mercedes. Yes, she's known as Janice. And today, hopefully, we're going to be fixing what used to go right in here. And hopefully we'll be fixing one of the most important instruments in the instrument cluster itself, so I know how fast I am going when I finally get this car back on the road. It's been a minute. Holy crapola, look at this thing smoke. Yes. No. Why won't it run? Why?
Get that piece of crap out of the way.
Take another bite. Not at the camera. Look at that. Stop. Yeah, we got rain. What are you gonna say?
It's just too much for me to screw out.
This is what I'm working with. It's not a lot.
I'm in the car.
So to work on the instrument cluster, let me take you to my workbench, also known as my kitchen table. We'll do some stuff there. Then we're gonna come back out here and see if we can get everything all buttoned up.
So we're back here at the work table, and as soon as I get this instrument cluster, put together, I get the two door panels for the S500 coupe back onto the car. This is all going away, and I'll reestablish this as, a breakfast table. But I have 4 lights that I purchased off of eBay because I was actually missing a couple. And it's interesting, I was gonna upgrade them, but these are the wrong sizes. So, sorry about that. We're gonna stick with the old school one. All right, what's cool is you push this up and then you can turn it like that. But all you have to do to test the bulbs is this. I'm gonna take this out. I've got power here on my wires, and I've been going through all of them as I kind of get them installed. And if things work out right, there we go. So this one will get installed, and I will reassemble this entire instrument cluster with, hopefully, a working clock. So this is gonna be a lot of work. I need both hands to make all of this work. I have the oil sending tube right there. I have the speedo cable right there, and I have the electrical connector right there, and of course the temperature sensor. So we're going to get everything put right back here, and hopefully it works. We'll see. Let's just see how good we fix this thing. But first, summer's here, and I'm using this old work truck like crazy. I'm hauling things to the dump. I'm driving across the state, hauling old cars back to the house. So let me show you how I'm going to protect my truck and my wallet. I'm going to be using this, the Redtiger F7NA dash cam. All right, let's talk about the unit itself. I love this. This is the front camera. This is 4K technology with a true Starvis 2 sensor, so it is native 4K for super clear vision. And what I really like is if you want, you can use this. It's a suction cup. It's going to attach to your windshield, and then if you want to move it to a different vehicle, you can do that. The rear camera right here is easy to attach. You get miles and miles of cords, and this is a 1080p camera for super clear vision. So let's talk about the benefits of the Redtiger F7NA. The big ones, of course, the 4K resolution from the front camera and that Sony IMX678 sensor, one of the most advanced 4K sensors available today. This means the license plates, the road signs, the accident details are going to be crystal clear when you actually need them. Like, for instance, an insurance claim or a dispute after a fender bender. Now let's talk about night driving, because this is where most dash cams, kind of fall apart. The F7NA's got super night vision, and it's all thanks to that same Starvis 2 sensor combined with HDR and WDR processing. This balances out glare from headlights and streetlights, so you're not just getting kind of a blown out white blob or a black screen at night. You can actually read the license plates and the signs in low light, which is huge if something happens after dark. Next up, and this is kind of a feature that a lot of people sleep on, high-speed file transfers. This dash cam has 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi 6 built in, pulling up to 20 megabytes per second straight to your phone. This means you can grab a clip and have it on your phone in under 10 seconds. You don't have to pull out the SD card. There's no fumbling around at the side of the road after an accident during a traffic stop. Pull it up in the Redtiger app and you are done.
So there's also an advanced driver alert system that kind of monitors the road and where your vehicle is on the road, and should you start to depart from your lane, which is a good way to put it, it will let you know. So let me see if I can activate the system right here.
Left lane deviation alarm.
See, I'm over the yellow line and it's letting me know. Okay, if I go to the right.
Left lane deviation alarm.
Okay, let's go to the right.
Right lane deviation alarm.
The camera knows if I'm deviating from my lane, which is amazing. And it will also let you know if there's, somebody in front of you and they have started to move. Say you're at a stoplight and you're on your phone like a lot of people are. This system will say, will let you know that the front vehicle is moving. So you can look up, get off your phone and focus on driving. So with the voice control, let's say you're in an accident, you got both hands on the wheel right here and you want to save the video. All you really have to do is say lock video. So the voice control will also let you change what you're looking at on the dash cam unit. If I wanted to say something like show front camera, I can say show rear camera, and I can say record video. So there you go. You have 4K clarity, you have night vision that actually works, there's voice control, and you have those lightning fast data transfers right to your phone. All of that is the Redtiger F7NA. And if you happen to purchase the hardwire kit right here, you will have the ultimate in parking lot protection, which means this device will protect your vehicle when you're not even there, okay? It will have power. It will let you know if someone bumps into your car, someone tries to break into your car. You're gonna know what's going on with your car when you're not even around, all right? If you wanna get some more information on the F7NA, please check the description box below right here. It is a great unit. It is not super expensive. You will need to buy the micro SD card. There's not one included. That's not a big deal at all right? So please, please, please go check it out. Now let's get back to work. Well, I'm very happy to report it's been an hour. Yep, it's been an hour putting this thing back together. The little screws, the fact that you have to hold your temperature gauge and you can't bend the cable, and this piece comes on, and then there's two screws that hold this, and this it's a lot of work. And then you have to watch out for the dash and the wood, and hopefully it's fixed, all right? What I want to do now is just attach the battery, see what the lights look like, all right? And then we'll climb under the car and see why this isn't working. All the gears up here were fine, but let's just see what goes into the transmission to see if that's working. And if it's not, then we'll have to order a cable, and this will have to come out again. So anyway, let's try to be positive. Let's take a look at the lights. Here we go. Let there be lights. We have lights. Oh my goodness. Except for this one. Oh, great. Do I got to take this thing all out again? But I think we have lights everywhere else, which is fantastic, except for you, my friend. Why? I replaced that light bulb right there. Doggone it. So I've come back out at night. Okay, I just want to see what these things look like. Let's just see. Ooh. Well, it's still kind of dark right there, and it's a little dark over here, but at least these things seem to be... Wait, do you hear that? Is the clock working? Listen to this, hold on. Okay, listen to this. The clock is working. We fixed the freaking clock. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just wish that I could see this more right here. And this over, I mean, it's a 1969, okay? And look at are these the lights coming from there? I have no idea what's going on. But the clock, it's changing time. The clock is working. We actually fixed something. Look at this. That's worth the whole video right there, folks. The clock is ticking. Well, I have inspected the cable. Let me show you where it goes. Okay, all the way under here. way in the middle of the transmission. See the little Allen bolt right there? Right up here? Yeah, right there. It goes in there. It's that black cable that goes into there. And I took it out. I've adjusted all of this, and I was able to get this out, and it seemed to be fine. So I tightened it back up. Hopefully it works. If not, we're going to assume that it's broken somewhere between here and the speedometer, and we'll have to order a new one. So that's that. I can't fix that. You got to get a new one. So let's just take the car for a drive and see what happens. I'm just noticing this. That's nice how they've added a nut. Guess the bolt was too long or something, and they added a nut right there. The things you notice after living with the car for 2, 3, 4 years. Yeah. Well, you know what this means. Yep. We're going out on the road. We're taking her out on the road. I have cleared away. We got the Bible with us. We've done God's work. And hopefully this car is going to do something productive. And maybe the odometer will work. And maybe the speedometer will work as well. So let's just see what's going to happen. We're going to go into river. Oh, she still likes to skid you a little bit there. Okay, well, I'll get her backed out, and then I will rejoin you in just a second. It's just the brakes are kind of iffy. So I've adjusted the distributor. She was idling so high. I know, I went through the whole procedure to set that, but I think something was askew. Something was amiss. So I just used my ears. And now when I hit the brakes, she stops. I could probably go up a little bit. But let's see what she's going to do for us. All right. Here we go. She doesn't seem to want to go. We need more power. Come on, little girl. Come on, little girl. Still no movement here. Not at all. So I'm definitely going to have to get another cable, which is fine. I got to get the yeah, we're going to idle back up a little bit. Yeah, she's not very happy. She is not very happy at all. Okay, let's see here. Well, she's moving under her own power. She's starting to backfire a little bit too. So let's just get her home. That's all I got for this video. Let's see if we can raise the yeah, she doesn't like what she's doing right now, so we'll get her back up a little bit. Let's see if we can do it right here. Yeah, she's not happy. And neither am I. Oh no. We have another problem. She's not really trying to hold her position when she's off. Come on. Yeah, she's not doing anything. Oh, come on now, little girl. Don't mess with me. Here we go. Now she's driving. We're all the way in 2. I think I'll just leave this here. At least she's stopping now. But I have to adjust that idle some more, so let's do that real quick. All right, we're back. We're idling up and we're shifting gears. Look at that. I just twisted the distributor a little bit more counterclockwise, and it's like a whole new car. She seems to be happier now, and those brakes are really, really touchy. But she's driving. See? Oh, she's happy. Now we're talking. Oh my goodness. She's a whole new car. All right, well, now we've done something, okay? Still no speedometer. And that last downshift, I don't like the clunk. I haven't done anything with the rear differential, but look at this. We'll go up this hill like a pro. She's driving like a pro. Oh my gosh. That's the best she's driven. And I kid you not, she's happy. I'm happy. I think that's a good idle speed too. Can you hear? I think that's about perfect. Temperature still hasn't come up too much. But she hasn't been idling that long, so maybe I just have a really good radiator. I do, it's a new one. So yay, me! So I think that's gonna do it, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey with Janice. Journey with Janice, did you get it? Yeah, it's just amazing. So anyway, what is next for the girl? Well, we have ordered some tires. We'll order the speedometer cable, and then we're gonna put all that on, and then we're gonna take her around the block. And then comes air conditioning, the fan, which does not work. I don't even know how this works. I don't even know what you do. So we'll just have to, I don't even know. I don't know how any of this works. And we're gonna try to get our Spark-O-Matic radio working again too. So that'll be oh so much fun. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. We're back with another one very, very soon. Still no horns. Add that to the list of things to do. But Janice is looking good. She's looking great.